All right. Let's get into 7 ways to beat your competitors. Well, number one, and these aren't in any particular order, but I kind of start out this way. Great products. Well, what's a great product? Well, it's a product that solves a problem for a customer and gives them lots of resources to stop their problem from happening in the future. Now, other products could entertain, they could save time, they could save money, they could motivate the person, or whatever the purpose of the product is. Now, what I want the customer to say after buying one of my products is this: I can't believe I got so much value for so little money. That way, they will consume the product and come back to buy more. Now, when you build that reputation of high quality, you can, you can get a little lazy and not even write sales letters. If your name is on the product, people know it's great. Now, the word consume. Now, if they don't consume your product, in other words, read it or watch it or do something or use it, they're more likely to refund and less likely to buy anything else from you. And on a recent episode, I told you a story of how I broke down my click book, which it was 1,042 pages after 10 years and 4 editions. People just, it got too overwhelming for people. So I broke it down into smaller bite-sized ebooks and chunks and online courses, and people were consuming it, see? Also, every time I make a product, before I release it, I stop and think, all right, what can I do to make this product better? And I might spend an extra day or two on some of the products and just research a bunch of resources that I can put in the resource section of the book and do all this extra stuff. And some of these products have been selling for over 20 years, right? So it's worth it to put a couple extra days in, and I get virtually zero refunds. I mean, I can't remember most of the time how to do a refund. And that's where the way you want to get, because people don't want to give up your products and they're happy to buy the next one. All right, let's go to number two. How do you really make sure that the product is what the people want that are in your target market? Well, what you want to do is find where their, well, we call it pain points are. You ask them questions to see what's their problem, what are they trying to achieve, how much time do they have to put into it, what's their budget. All of these things you want to ask people when they present you with the problem. Now, with me, I get people asking me stuff all the time on my email list, which I have concentrated on the whole time I've been on the internet. So I don't have to ask a lot of questions anymore because they tell me by the questions that they're asking what their problems are and what they want. See? So find out what their pain points are, because you could do number one and create a really great product that nobody wants. All right. So that doesn't help anybody out. See, might give you a pat on the back ego wise that you created such a great thing, but if nobody buys it, guess what? It ain't that great. Now, if you do ask a lot of questions, I use a thing called the regurgitation technique. I used to do this all the time when people would ask me about coming to speak for them. They'd ask me, or they would tell me something like, well, when I was doing corporate speaking, I was doing humor in the workplace when I first started speaking. And so people would say, well, Tom, we got our morale's low here. There's no excitement in our company. And so I would go and make a web page really quick. This was actually later than when I first started. Or I would make a one sheet up for them, and I would change the text of it to say, this program is great for excitement and it'll really give you a morale boost. And so I was using the language that they used so that my program perfectly aligned with what they wanted. See, so no, it's not manipulative. It's just smart marketing.